It's the mental vomit show. What you thinking? Let it flow. You are now tuned in. RickyRick is in control. He's in control. Straight up, now that's the way you bout to get it. Anything that's on his mind, he ain't afraid to spit it. Nope. Nothing off limits, he just coming off the top. Every minute never dull, conversation never stop. Coming with the heat, hotter than a gunshot. Looking for a good time, you at the right spot. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Outer space, UFOs.
Uncut, unrated, uncensored. Mental Vomit Show with your host, RickyRick.
What's up, people, and welcome back to another Mental Vomit Show. It's your boy, your host, RickyRick, and don't forget to check out the site, www.mentalvomitworld.com. And I'm over here with my special guest, DRE, and break down, who you are and you pretty much how we know each other.
Oh, shit.
I mean, you don't gotta break down how we know each other, but I'm saying, pretty much, things that, we did, little projects here and there, little something so people could check you out.
Yeah, I think, our first encounter when we get into like martial art movies and shit like that, we started switching movies off, handing them off, and going down to the city, copying a few movies, and we just kind of nerded out on that kung fu shit.
Hell yeah. Woo, like Woo days, it's still Woo days, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I think you put me on like Master Killer, 5 Deadly Venoms, all that. You know what I'm saying?
The classics.
Yeah, the bangers, man. And I know that you have a you know what I'm saying? You have something structured. It's pretty much besides a group. You know what I'm saying? It's more like a lifestyle. It's MindzEye, right?
Yeah, MindzEye, man. Just using your mind over matter. And all things that you do in life, you gotta think first so you can act right. So the acting should be proper.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. And plus the tracks and the albums is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Where can we find that? Where can we find all your music and all? You know what I'm saying?
It's on all music platforms, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, anywhere that they're selling albums. It's up there.
Alright, cool. How do you spell the MindzEye? Because I know it's spelled a little different, right?
Yeah, it's Minds with a Z instead of an S.
Alright.
EYE. That's it. Something simple.
Alright, that's what's up.
We got 3 projects out now. One is Rap Supremacy. Rap Supremacy 2. The Rebellion.
Yeah.
3, we did like a little mixtape, like a tribute to Jay Dilla.
Yeah.
Old to Dilla. That's on
Fire.
That's on the same platform as the other ones.
Yeah, the tracks is fire, and I'm not even saying because that's my man, but the tracks is fire, and even the cover, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the cover is dope. Like, what made you come up with that cover?
That was cool. Just like we rap supremacists. They're always trying to say, we're supreme in what we do. We've been doing this for a while, over years. We honed our craft, came through, and just showing and proving that we're supreme. Regardless of what everybody else says. If you're with it, you're with it. If you're not, you're not. But at the same time, you're not going to take away the time I put in the game to do what I had to do. Even though it's not on a big level. Yeah. But you can tell it's professionally done.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man. But you definitely master your craft when it comes to that. I mean, this is the Mental Vomit Show. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole concept of it, you letting your mind vomit, and we pretty much talking about whatever's in your mind. So there's a lot of shit going on in this world, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna throw a few topics that's going on in this world, and I'm trying to get your insight and what I'm saying, just what's your thoughts on that? What do you think? I know there's mad shit going on in the news right now. You know what I'm saying? For example, like the whole mass shootings. I know we're going to live a different avenue right now, but that's pretty much what's been on my mind. I mean, not in my mind, like I want to do mass shooting, fuck that. The government don't listen to that. But what do you think is unfolding, you know what I'm saying, people to do these mass shootings?
I think people we're all messed up, man. It's a messed up country. Everybody's on drugs. You're not on illegal drugs, you're on some kind of legal drug.
True.
Food is a drug.
Yeah.
We haven't called the Food and Drug Administration for nothing.
Oh.
So all the chemicals that's in the food, the pesticides, the rodenticides, You know, and, on top of that, all the chemicals like the colorings, food colorings, and natural flavorings. Just because it's natural, people think it's natural.
Yeah.
So, you know, so that's the main thing. You know, and people just they don't have a voice.
Yeah. Now I was in Costco not so long ago, and I went up in there and it was a freaking like, you know what I'm saying? I saw some apples and shits was like moon crater size and shits was crazy. It was like an apple. It looks like a boulder. I was like, yo. I've never seen anything like that.
This way, they call it franken food.
Yeah, franken food.
Franken food, like, you know, they just genetically modified organisms, man.
Yo, GMO, that shit gotta go. That's crazy.
You know, a lot of people, but a lot of people don't care. You know, they just want to go ahead and feed their families. You gotta do what you gotta do. So you're hoping that, you know, as it goes on, you be more of what you call an educated consumer.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you can't change anything. You change it with your dollars, not with your, you know, sitting out there marching and shit. Those days are over.
That's true. That's true.
Corporate only cares about one thing, and that's that money. So
facts.
But you know, people they're not educated or they just don't care because they're too bogged down with everything else and like they don't have time to worry about okay, this is what this is. It's not the best thing for me.
Yeah, that's true.
But you'll see, you know, probably the next generation it'll show up where you know things are different. But you can see it now, man. Like with the big rise in homosexuality. You know, the food is being tampered with. Yeah. You know, so there's like, everything has soy in it, which is like, you know, full of phytoestrogens. Yeah,
I heard that. I heard like men, if they drink soy milk and soy this and soy that, which a lot of stuff has soy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I just started reading the chemicals now. Like, I was gonna eat some pistachio, like flavored pistachio or something like that.
Yeah.
It had soy in it. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And then I think you told me somebody told me it makes men like, you know what I'm saying, grow tits and all sorts like female estrogen, like that.
It just depends on how much you consume. Because me, like when I was first turned, I'm a vegetarian off and on, but I was saying, but I was like a vegetarian for like 10 years and I drank soy milk for at least 6 or 7 of them. And I didn't have those problems.
Okay.
But I think also that was the only soy that I was consuming.
Okay.
It wasn't like I was just eating like a whole bunch of processed food.
Right.
It was just like some soy milk to go with, you know, cereal and shit like that.
Yeah.
But they say, you know, if you're under like 25 grams of soy a day, it's in a safe range.
Okay.
But they always give me something in a safe range.
Yeah,
so it's like, you know,
that's true.
Just so they can justify and have the hope.
Oops, I caught a body. Back to the lyrics, back to the bars. This is how I act with my back to the wall. Oops, I caught a body. Back to the village, in the back of the car. I was only 12 on my way to me home. Oops, I caught a body. Moment they been sleeping on.
Okay.
But they always give me something in a safe range.
Yeah,
so it's like, you know,
that's true.
Just so they can justify and have loopholes for the, you know, the companies to use what they want to use.
Yeah.
But you gotta look at it. Most kids in the hood, you can't say there's that many kids in the hood that just gay for no reason. I say if you are what you are, that's fine. There's nothing against that. That's your lifestyle you choose. I'm just saying that there's an agenda.
Yeah.
Because you see it everywhere, right? It's like the food, they get you with the food. You know how you used to go to the store when you was a kid. Your mom give you like $2 or $3. You come back with like 25 bags of chips.
Yeah, the quarter waters,
you know,
the top pops.
Yeah, but now, you know, it's even worse now. So, you know, you know, it's coming through with the food and you eat that on top of every day, you know. But you know, the poorest food is in the poorest neighborhoods and the hood is usually the poorest place. So you gotta find it there.
True.
But it takes a lot of like patience, and as a parent, being a parent myself, I know sometimes you come home from work, like you don't even want to be bothered, you just want to make sure everybody's ate, everybody's fed, and then you relax and you gotta repeat. The next thing the next day.
You're like, man, I gotta cook, come on.
Yeah, but, you know, but like all, you know, the whole thing with the whole shooting thing, back to what you were saying about that, it's like, you only see a certain type of person doing it. And to me, it looks like some of it's like, okay, it's staged. A lot of stuff happens that we never hear about. You know what I'm saying? Not that it didn't happen, because people obviously lost their lives, and that's a sad thing.
Yeah.
But, like, say, you know, as far as, like, something like that always happens when it's time to distract us from something else that's happening.
Right.
You know, it's like, you never know how deep the rabbit hole goes.
That's true. I got 2 words. I mean, let me know what you think of it. If I'm bugging out, if I'm wearing a tinfoil hat or something, but 2 words. What comes in your mind? Crisis actors. What comes in your mind when you hear that? What do you think?
They just have people to be on the news and just act it out, like what happened, like whatever big major event happen just to go ahead and cause like unrest and make people panic, because once you panic, that's when they can come and swoop in and change laws and make people say, oh yeah, that's for the betterment. The government's looking out for us.
Yeah.
And when in history have you seen that the government or these companies that influence the government, like have our have our best interests at heart?
Yeah, puppet masters, man.
Overall.
Because there was a few so-called allegedly, I gotta say that word in there, crisis actors. Like some lady magically was in a Boston bombing. I can't really recall her name. You could Google it. And then she was magically in the freaking what are the coincidences, in the Las Vegas shooting. And then she was like in a nightclub or close by there, Pulse nightclub. Like, come on, it's like she's just flying around, going to different places and seeing all these false flags and shit. It's, man, you know, a lot of people actually eat this shit up and they actually believe it. It's sad.
Yeah, I think I've seen that online a couple of places. But it takes me back to like a movie back in like the 90s. It was a James Bond movie. I forgot which one it was, I think. Never Say Never Again, I think it was.
Okay.
And he was fighting against a big, global media company.
Right.
And what they would do is just go to different parts of the world and create narratives to make people all nervous and unrest and try to upset the government and the balance of things. And you know, they, like I said, they put things out there. They don't lie to us. They put the truth out there. The movies, TV shows, reality shows, whatever like that, documentaries. But people don't want to listen. They don't want to see for what it is. They put it out as entertainment.
Right.
I think it's just entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. No, I've seen some crazy stuff. Like, for example, there's a rumor that they got these like elite Freemason type. They do like some demonic rituals and stuff. This is gonna sound crazy once again, and they actually write for Hollywood. They write certain stories for certain shows. For example, like even for The Simpsons, like a lot of the episodes where they say they predicted a lot, they say some of the writers were on that show. Like, that's like, what do you think about like you said, the subliminal imagery on movies and shows and stuff? What do you think about stuff that actually unfolds for the stuff that they actually post on their shows? You know what I'm saying?
In my opinion, they put a lot of stuff on shows to prepare your mind for when these things actually do happen. So you're more at ease. So you know they test the water, so to speak. Like they go, let's see how they react to this, the public. And once people react to it, then they can know how to follow suit and how to modify their plans and what they want to do.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, some of it is obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I seen stuff in X-Files and stuff, and they even had one episode, this is before 9/11, they were talking about, how about if planes crash into a... Like, some stuff is obvious, it's like, come on, what are the odds of that? But then there's some stuff that is masked into music, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta spin a record backward, or you just see the subliminal imagery in music and stuff. Do you think that's or is this once again being a conspiracy now? Do you think that's in hip-hop right now, or is that just somebody looking somewhere else and just reaching?
I think it's just music in general, no matter, regardless of genre of music. Whenever that genre of music is at its most popular, at its highest height as far as being popular, that's when all the companies and all these companies can get in and put things in there to go ahead and steer someone towards a behavior that's going to make them money. You know, some people are strong enough mentally to go to buy the steps, sidestep that. Some are not. Right. It's like a big experiment. Yeah. Like some of the rats are going to make it through the maze, some are not. So but the thing is that even to go off a little bit topic, is like those that make it through the maze, those are the ones that look down on the ones who didn't make it through the maze and say, oh, well, I made it. Why can't you make it? Why you complaining? Why you belly aching? Or why you crying like a baby or some shit? Yeah. Like, nah, just because you made it don't mean that you're better than the other person. Probably better at getting through the maze and playing the game of life. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that the game wasn't played. Yeah. You know, they try to say, oh no, I made it, so it was no game. I said, no, it was a game, and you were better at the game than the next man. So you made it. Don't sit there and make it seem like there's no game that exists. Yeah, we seeing that right now. Like, people just splashing money and going crazy and talking to people that's on the come up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they're faking like they're on the come up. They go on the video shoots. They leaving their mansion and going back to the hood with mass security so they can act like they're on the come up. I know you have people looking at you, like with music, and you definitely are getting good ratings in regards and good feedback.
and everything. Let's say, cause I know you definitely have distributors and everything looking at you, and I know it's a very selective process, but if somebody comes to you from, let's say, a producer or you know what I'm saying, entrepreneur that comes with you with a contract and kind of, you know what I'm saying, and says, yo, I want you to do this, like, you know, something that you don't agree with. Like, for example, like you rock in your video, everything is 99%, but I just need to put this symbolism in the background. That's what I want. You do what you do, I just want this symbolism that, you know what I'm saying, that you don't agree with.
I think when that happens in those videos that you see that some of those images in, 9 times out of 10, especially when people are first getting on, they're symbol illiterates. They don't even know what the hell those symbols mean half the time. They just put it up in there and say, oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
And you know that. So, you know, so I'm not, you know, like most people say, oh, Jay-Z this and Nicki Minaj that. I don't know if they, well, on somebody Jay-Z's level, something happens, I think maybe, because he's up there. But I'm saying, like, like Nicki Minaj when she first came out, or different people come out, I think they just put it back there. And people are just influenced by things anyway. So it's like, you make a video, most of the people don't even have their input in the video. Depending on the genre of music. Yeah,
they just come to the shoot, let's rock, let's do it.
You know, it can't happen, but a lot of people don't know what those symbols mean.
Yeah.
You know, so even some people now, even people that look at it, they overlook at it. They look into it too deep. Where it's like, okay, it's there. What you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
You gotta. All you gotta do is you gotta be able to manage yourself.
Right.
And know that you love. Try to give them the same information. Hopefully they'll gravitate towards it. And if they don't, you gotta leave them to the wayside. No matter how much you love and care for them, because they're gonna drag you down.
That's true. Pretty much. I mean, I think society's fucked. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm serious, bro. Like, no, because some people, not like, you know, some people are like pretty much hypnotized. They like in a sleep state. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ladies out there that's teaching their little girls to twerk and, like, you know what I'm saying, like talk and act like Cardi and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's like on the norm. That's not even shocking. You know what I'm saying? It gets worse. Like, I seen a lady on Facebook pass a blunt to her baby. Like, shit's hilarious to some, which is sad. You know what I'm saying? It's all about likes. You know what I'm saying? And I just think, I don't know, man. I just think this world needs to be shut down like a light switch and rebooted. You know, so.
You know, it's like I said before, man. The rabbit hole, it goes deep. And the thing is, a lot of this shit that we talk about and that people are gravitating to and just participating in, it comes from a place of they don't love themselves. They don't love themselves. So if you don't know how to love yourself, how are you gonna love anything else? And you just think what you're doing is cool because everybody else is doing it and you're getting likes and you feel important. Everybody wants to feel important.
Or
feel needed or feel wanted or whatever like that. So they need that false sense of security. Well, they need that security, but not knowing why they're doing it, it's a false sense of security. You know, but nobody really cares anyway. If something happens to you, people might say, what's up to you? What's going on? They really don't give a fuck what's going on with you. They're just saying because it's a nice thing, it's the right thing to say.
Yo, funny you said that. Because when you walk around, especially in a job or wherever, you know what I'm saying, most, like 99% of the time, like you walk by somebody, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? And you just keep walking. But I don't know if this ever happened to you, but how about if you say, hey, what's up to somebody when they're walking by and they just stop, they go, you know what? Life sucks, man. I'm so depressed. I'm about to be divorced. I lost my job. And the person that said, hey, what's up is like, holy shit, what the hell did I get into? So you're right, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, unless you're a genuine person, you really, let me talk to you real quick. You know what I'm saying? And try to console that person. But nobody really gives a fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a sad world what we living in, but there's definitely got to be change done. You know what I'm saying? Because even down to the churches where the pastors, like, you know what I'm saying, has a big diamond pinky ring and riding a Bentley. You know what I'm saying? I think society is corrupt, and but there is a peak of light somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not hopeless. So it's like, you know, there's few people out there, you know, that care or at least want to awaken people to the fact that, hey, this is going on, that's going on. But they turn everything into a fad. Society turns everything into a fad, so it cheapens the value of whatever they're trying to get into. Like everybody's woke now. What the fuck you woke just means, or conscious, that just means to be aware. All right, you're aware now, so what? Now what?
Yeah.
People just want to have information just so they can spit it back out and regurgitate it.
Yeah.
But how you gonna take that and apply it to your life to make you a better person, to make your surroundings better, and pass it on to the other people who don't have that information.
Yeah. Not like for example, that's why, you know what I'm saying, like I know you're always busy and I'm always busy too, but when we actually do link, I see on social media and everything, I see, because that word woke is saturated. Like somebody reads a book, you know what I'm saying, or somebody watches The Matrix one time, like, you know what I'm saying, they're super woke. But I see you live that 367 days, like down to fasting, down to even when you like the protein shakes you're drinking. Like I'm just like intrigued. Like I didn't know jack squat about what is it, chia seeds? You know, and I had to Google it. I'm like, hey, oh damn, protein. All right, so I mean, like down to the books. You know what I'm saying? Like you put me onto not Dr. Sabi. Forgot the other book. You have like a whole list of.
So Dr. Malachi York books.
Yeah, Dr. Malachi. Yeah, man. You put me on. That was definitely like it was so elevating. You know what I'm saying? The things he spoke about. I even heard audio from him. You know what I'm saying? And then it's crazy because it was like everything was like in tune. Because you said that and some random video on YouTube. I was watching like I was watching Prodigy video, and then all of a sudden it was just an interview of Prodigy, R.I.P. Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? He was actually talking about the books. Like, you know what I'm saying? The energy was so dope. I was like, yo, that's wow.
Yeah, you know, they call it synchronicity.
Synchronicity,
Everything
yeah.
happens when it's supposed to happen. Right?
Yeah.
That's you know, there's a lot of books out there, but even people, so-called conscious people, beef over what's right, what's wrong. Like as far as what books or what leaders are better than one or like that. Like,
Yeah.
The leader's not teaching you how to lead yourself, then that's not a leader.
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
and I study a little bit, a little bit of everything. You know,
Yeah. And you study martial arts, right?
yeah, martial arts for like, well, there's one particular style going on 18 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, my black sash right now, which is nothing, really means nothing but really an advanced beginner. But still,
Yeah.
people put it out there. I'm going for my second one, hopefully next year.
Congratulations.
Or, you know, just being conscious, like, hey, you know some shit, now what you gonna do? How are you gonna govern yourself?
Yeah.
Are you still gonna go ahead and follow the crowd? And even though, I say we make our mistakes,
Facts.
but it's not about you falling down. It's like, like you say, what you gonna do? Like, you gonna get yourself up, and how you gonna improve yourself?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of different things in this world that distract you.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that's closest to you, whether it's your
Yeah.
woman, kids, your job. Even if somebody as closest to you as your mother, they'll take you off,
Yeah.
throw you off your path.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta know how to balance. That's where magic happens. You gotta know how to make it balance.
That's actually, I'm not gonna say the person's name, but I had an old friend back in the day. If he's watching, he knows who the fuck I'm talking about. But he used to mold out. I used to call this dude the chameleon. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And those are the people you don't want to structure yourself around. You know what I'm saying? Good dude, but I just had I salute you, but I had to keep away from this dude because this dude would mold his characteristics and his style into whatever big booty bitch he's fucking with. Or me, you know what I'm saying? Like if the chick was a Rasta, my man would throw on some dreads, he'd be like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? If she's a fucking goth chick, he'll be like black nail polish, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good to learn and transition.
Yeah.
But like if you're genuine about it, like people do change in life, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Shit, like when I was a little kid, I had the fucking Dumb and Dumber bowl cut, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a lot of people, like you said, they're following the trends, you know what I'm saying?
But it's always been that way, though.
Yeah.
There's no change from probably when our parents grew up the same way. People just follow the trends, want to be cool. Like I said, it's all going back to what they needed or whatever, like, or appreciated. You know, and that's because people don't. It's one thing is know how to give love. It's another thing is even more important how to receive love. And people try to give it to them, and you try to give it to them, they run from it. But that's what they strive for. That's what they hunger for their whole life.
Yeah.
So that's the whole weird thing about it. So it's like it's all about getting to know yourself.
Back on the mass shootings, and we're gonna switch subjects on that. But back on the mass shootings, you talking about I was watching a certain. I don't believe the media at all. You know what I'm saying? I believe cartoons more than that. But I like to watch it and then just calculate and blueprint it and sometimes laugh at it. Which not me. I'm not saying laugh at mass shootings, but just laugh on fake reality that they're living in and what they want us to believe in. You know what I'm saying? So they mold people's minds to shift this way. You know what I'm saying? All the way down to, and you could Google this, like one of the 9/11 hijackers' passport was in the ground zero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's I'm going way far. But they say love, they actually do the word love, that these mass shooters, right? These suburban, you know what I'm saying, little dudes, pretty much they had, then you could Google this is just, I seen this last week, that they were like, you know what, you know why they're not racist, that they didn't have love in their life, they didn't have a father figure.
Okay.
It's like, and I thought that was hilarious, you know what I'm saying, because like they're trying to shift it away and they don't actually want to put the R word, the racist word in there. Why do you think the media strays away that? Are they being selective, or why do you think, like, if a black or Spanish person gets arrested with a gun or whatever, that they're thugs and caravan killer aliens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a suburban kid is something else. Just what is it? A distraught, you know what I'm saying?
Mental
Child,
health issues and stuff
that
like
has
that.
no love, you know? So.
I would like this. Statistically speaking, it's known that women are more loving and nurturing than men. So if you have no father, you only have a mother. Would that mean you still would be receiving more love and that nurturing from your mother?
Facts.
So
Facts.
I understand that you need both parents to really be, hopefully, be
Yeah.
on the right path.
Right.
And stuff like that, because it still happens with people who have both parents and they still fuck ups. So
Yeah.
they mess up, or they just mess up in the head, or they're just not totally comfortable with themselves. So, but they always do that. Like, as long as you can remember that if somebody black does more, Hispanic does something, or just anybody that's other than white American or whatever like that, they're like, or what we call Euro American.
Yeah.
They just say, like if I did it, Andre, something Euro black male, member of this group or that group. Yep. Robbed a liquor store. They can't just say, a man robbed a liquor store, he was guilty, he got caught. They got to throw that whole narrative on here. So you got to do it to keep everybody else in a negative light. Because people keep forgetting that, what I call, like, if you want to go back to that stupid word again, the woke or conscious, one of what I call woke or consciousness 101. Yeah. Everything white, they paint it as being good, everything black or other than white is not good or pure. Yeah. So it's going back to that same thing. That's like so basic. Yeah. People won't even get that. On how much it affects us. Yeah.
Nah, but like pretty much I definitely agree with that. And I I have friends that are white and Caucasian and everything else like that. And they're good people, you know what I'm saying? And they're frustrated themselves because they see what's wrong too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I have a friend Dylan, he was like, bro, like that shit's fucked up. Like they even see it themselves, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely I think there is definitely an awakening where light is being shifted. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 50s that shit was like clouded, but it's still, it's some of the stuff is just hilarious. Like there was some Fox News broadcast the other day, he said that racism doesn't exist. And I think it's so ignorant and stupid for him to say that it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But you gotta look at it now, is that they let a couple of people that are not white into prominent positions, so they feel there's no racism, not knowing that racism comes from who has the power. Yeah. And what happens is that you see that the older whites or white Americans are teaching the younger, they keep the fear on the younger white Americans so they can keep the power, because they have the power. There's no doubt about it. They have the power in most spots. Not saying that we can't get off our ass and do our own thing and do it for ourselves. Yeah. But at the same time, they have the overall power. Right. So they have to keep that narrative alive so they can keep like when you have your riches, like say if you got rich, you got to try to find a way so your kids can keep it in the family. Yeah. So to speak, the same way they do it. So they got to create that fear and that distrust of other people other than white people. Yeah. So they got to pass on that information, but now they see that, like say with the emergence of hip hop, is a genre that brought everybody together. Yeah. Definitely. So
definitely structured unity.
We'll never let you go. What's going on in the world? Find out right here. Conspiracies to bed. Just open up your ears. Now where you going when you got nowhere to go? Make yourself at home at the Mental Vomit Show. Welcome to the Mental Vomit Show. Let's go.
Thanks for tuning tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe to the Mental Vomit Show podcast, where we let your mind vomit.